The November jobs report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics released this week showing some staggering numbers in unemployment. The latest data finds that despite a job opportunity increase, nearly 700,000 women are still missing from the workforce. And for Black women, the unemployment has surged to roughly 7.5%, outpacing the broader workforce and sounding an alarm for the U.S. labor market.
So today is my first day being unemployed, and I got notice I was being laid off while on parental leave.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, the last day of my parental leave was also the last day of my employment, which was yesterday. And while I could say a lot about how I feel, I want to focus on a much broader issue, one that I am now a part of. Since February of this year, over 300,000 Black women have been pushed out of the workforce, and that is across corporate, federal, and nonprofit sectors. Men, on the other hand, have gained more than 600,000 jobs.
So I was laid off today after 24 years. So that happened.
I got laid off from Amazon 2 weeks ago today. I received an email at like 5:48 a.m. in the morning saying, unfortunately, your role has been eliminated. And it was honestly just like the biggest shock and biggest wake-up call for myself.
I got laid off my corporate job. Yep. I've been working here 3 years and,
People would say, listen, these aren't 700,000 women who are just missing or electing to leave the workforce. Most of them were fired or pushed out, right? Is that what you would say?
Absolutely. That's exactly what we've seen. So when we look at since the pandemic, 700,000 women overall are missing from the labor force. And in that same time frame, over 6 million women have actually become eligible to participate in the labor force. So reasonably, you would think that their labor force participation should increase, but that's not what we're seeing. And just since February, we've seen almost 100,000 men join the labor force. So you're really talking about not a personal choice, you're talking about structural exclusion.
So why are Black women, you think, being affected at this level? And do you think that it seems that they're being specifically targeted?
So today I woke up and, went to work, and I've been working from home for the last 5 years at this company, actually. We have had a lot of job cuts. I have been blessed enough to make it through a lot of them throughout the years based on performance and things of that nature. Or just, they've chosen to keep me or keep my team or whatever the case may be. But this time around, me and my department, majority of my department, I don't know if it's everyone, but it was a vast majority of us in that call that they decided they were going to let us go because pretty much the company's kind of going under. Like, I have been getting asked, like, how do I feel? I feel fine. I feel fine. I guess it's just because in the back of my mind, I already knew it was something that was coming. Whether it was going to happen next year, around April when I was planning to do it myself, but I knew that this chapter of my life was coming to the end.
It's been 3 weeks since I've been laid off my 156K cybersecurity job, and let me tell you, I was not ready for this. I didn't post my update right away because I've honestly been very sad about it, and I'm the type of person that doesn't like change, mostly because I'm high-key a control freak, and I eventually adapt, but this one just hit different because that morning I went into work at 7 a.m. for a project call, and by 9:30 I was told to go to hell.
I was laid off yesterday to get ready with me when I have zero will to live. As if my 2025 cannot get any worse. I actually lost my job yesterday. It's actually not funny at all because I had the worst week ever. And I'm officially a statistic. I don't know how much I can say. They give vibes that they would. All I know is that the job market is trash. I'm screwed. Being single, unemployed, mentally unstable. It's not on my 2025 bingo card. I obviously have to look for a job. And I think the hardest part right now is finding a job. I'm waiting to get into a dental hygiene program, so I'm actually just in limbo. I'm just a broke college student who's trying to build a better life for themselves.
Well, that's what, I can't speak to what exactly is happening in terms of being specifically targeted. What I can tell you is that the numbers are staggering. When we look at Black women, over 600,000 have been economically sidelined. One of the things that we look at is that if you compare it to white women, Black women's labor force is about 5 times smaller than white women. If white women had been economically sidelined at the same rate as Black women, we would be talking about over 3 million white women. That's the entire labor force of Pennsylvania. I mean, this impact is massive.
That is so striking, especially when you put it, I mean, that simply in terms of the size of the workforce for white women in the state of Pennsylvania. Massachusetts Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley, she called the rising unemployment rates of Black women a canary in the coal mine, an economic indicator for everyone else. Why is that? What should anyone else glean from these numbers we're seeing?
Well, there's 2 things that are happening. One of the things that we know from the numbers is that because Black women sit at the intersection of gender and race, they tend to be the first impacted, but they really are the signal for the entire economy. And we have seen that. The other piece is that their labor force, it doesn't just impact Black women. Their forced labor force exits this year alone have cost us $9.2 billion in GDP growth. So you're talking about impacts to Social Security, Medicare, the solvency of banks, the solvency of insurers. This will impact everybody.
So we are being kicked out of our apartment. Feels like rent just goes up and pay goes down or stays the same. And I've been doing this for years, and it's just gotten so hard, and I feel like I have failed my kids, and I'm not sure where I'm gonna go, but they're gonna go to their grandmother's. I don't know, I guess I'm gonna sleep in my car until I figure out what I'm gonna do, because I don't have money for a hotel or anything like that. I spent it all on the car parts. I think I'll have maybe like $25, to my name afterwards. So that's not enough for a room. So I'm not really sure. Hopefully my car is running tonight. Maybe I could just lay the seats back in there, and I could use my blankets or something and sleep in there. Obviously I don't know what I'm gonna do, to be honest. So there's that.
3 things I wish I would have known while being homeless. Number 1, always keep a car. If you keep a car, you technically have somewhere to stay, and you don't have to worry about sleeping on the streets. Number 2, never just go with anyone because they said that they're going to help you. I'm too trustworthy. And number 3, I'm still trusting in God. So I'm going to continue to trust in God because He's keeping me. So just follow this journey, because this journey is different from my first journey. Definitely different.